Sahih al-Bukhari 2141. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. A man decided that a slave of his would be manumitted after his death, and later on he was in need of money, so the Prophet took the slave and said, "Who will buy this slave from me?" Nu'aym bin Abdullah bought him for such and such price, and the Prophet gave him the slave. Sahih al-Bukhari 2142. Narrated Ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger forbade Najsh. Sahih al-Bukhari 2143. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's Messenger forbade the sale called Habal al-Habala, which was a kind of sale practiced in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance. One would pay the price of a she-camel which was not born yet would be born by the immediate offspring of an extant she-camel. Sahih al-Bukhari 2144. Narrated Abu Sa'id. Allah's Messenger forbade the selling by munabada, i.e. to sell one's garment by casting it to the buyer, not allowing him to examine or see it. Similarly, he forbade the selling by mulamasa. Mulamasa is to buy a garment, for example, by merely touching it, not looking at it. Sahih al-Bukhari 2145. Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet forbade two kinds of dressing. One of them is to sit with one's legs drawn up while wrapped in one garment. The other is to lift that garment on one's shoulders. And also forbade two kinds of sale, al-limais and an-nibad. Sahih al-Bukhari 2146. Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger forbade selling by mulamasa and munabada. Sahih al-Bukhari 2147. Narrated Abu Sa'id. The Prophet forbade two kinds of dresses and two kinds of sale, i.e. mulamasa and munabada. Sahih al-Bukhari 2148. Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet said, "Don't keep camels and sheep unmilked for a long time, for whoever buys such an animal has the option to milk it and then either to keep it or return it to the owner along with one saw of dates." Some narrated from Ibn Sirin that the Prophet had said, "One saw of wheat, and he has the option for 3 days." And some narrated from Ibn Sirin, a saw of dates, not mentioning the option for 3 days. But a saw of dates is mentioned in most narrations. Sahih al-Bukhari 2149. Narrated Abdullah bin Mas'ud. Whoever buys a sheep which has not been milked for a long time, has the option of returning it along with one saw of dates, and the Prophet forbade going to meet the seller on the way, as he has no knowledge of the market price and he may sell his goods at a low price. Sahih al-Bukhari 2150. Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger said, "Do not go forward to meet the caravan, to buy from it on the way before it reaches the town. And do not urge buyers to cancel their purchases to sell them, your own goods, yourselves, and do not practice Najsh. A town dweller should not sell the goods for the desert dweller. Do not leave sheep unmilked for a long time, when they are on sale, and whoever buys such an animal has the option of returning it, after milking it, along with a saw of dates or keeping it. It has been kept unmilked for a long period by the seller, to deceive others."